the 5K, 5 races, 8 weeks, 16:05, 15:18, 15:12, 15:13, edging closer, racing faster, getting better. But this is the one that matters. Such a fast race, one of the fastest in Britain. A huge field, a big chance. Let's go. So today is Mid Cheshire 5K. It's a long way to go, but I feel like the Northerners hid this race. It is so quick. I've done it once before, and I didn't even feel in that great shape there, but around 14:51, and the first mile is absolutely ridiculously fast. Everyone goes off so quick. It's slightly downhill. You can't help but just send it. Then it's uphill for the second mile, and then you turn back down and do a little bit of downhill to finish. But it's such a quick race, which means loads and loads of amazing runners go there. It's such a stacked field. And today is just a great opportunity to really give it a go. I'm using today as a free roll of the dice. I can swing and miss, or I can swing and connect. I'm giving myself permission basically to fail or to succeed. I've had some solid results recently. I've been really happy with how my fitness has progressed and my times have come down to the low 15s. But today I'm just gonna really go for it. I'm gonna put it out here now. I'll probably regret saying this, but I'm gonna do that first mile in about 4:30 a mile, which is insane. 4:50 a mile is sub 15 pace. But I really do want to bank a bit of time on the slightly downhill first mile and see where it leads. So yeah, let's get to Mid Cheshire and give it absolutely everything. It turns out it doesn't matter what time you set off. It will always be much, much longer whenever you go to this race. How long have I been in the car? 4.5 hours, and I've just pulled up. So I've got no time to film, no time to talk. I'm gonna have to run, get my bib. My first excuse for the night, number one, is my back is killing me from the drive. Too old for this. It's a young man's game. But yeah, get my bib. I've had my rice pudding and bicarb, and yeah, do a warm up, do some strides and get straight into it. I'll wear the camera on my cap, so hopefully I get some footage. But this is me over and out. This is Nervous Matt about to absolutely send it. First mile hard. Hang on in the second mile. I really want the fourth, I know I'm mixing units here, but I really want the 4th K to be strong. So first 2K is hard, 3rd K is where I consolidate, and that 4th K, I always fade in that 4th kilometre. So that's where I really, really want to stay focused and push on, and really try and not have a really bad K, which I seem to have been doing in my last few races. And then the 5th K is slightly downhill, so hopefully I can get the legs going, sprint early, empty the tank, and see what I've got. Come all this way, and it's really windy, so I'm hoping that in the lanes it's a bit more sheltered. But yeah, it's not as perfect conditions as it was last time I came. It's quite windy, quite cold, which is nice. Yeah, I better get moving because I'm in a massive rush. And oh, I haven't massage gunned or stretched or anything. Most rutted field ever. Oh god, I got a twisted ankle before we even start. Only about 6 minutes of easy running. I'm now going to do about 3 minutes of tempo, then some strides, and then see how long I've got left. Probably only a couple of minutes then. Want to do something a little bit quicker just because everything feels a bit stiff onto the drive. And the easy running is good, but I don't know, going from easy to flat out I find hard, so a little bit of threshold type effort, back up the hill towards the start line. Hill, it's gentle slope I should call it. Yeah, just to try and get things hopefully feeling a bit better for when we get started. So that way is clearly the headwind, which I feel like quite a lot. So it'll be first K1/2 with a bit of a tailwind, and then we'll turn into it. Just when it gets tough, it's going to get a little bit tougher. So when I talk about trying to nail that 4th K, I'll have to really commit.
Finish off the railroad routines, please. Make sure you go back. 3, 2, 1.
first kilometre was absolutely nuts. You might be able to see me on the far right of the screen with my green hat on. It was such a quick start, and I just tried to settle in, not look at my watch, and do what I said I was going to do and commit in that first kilometre. We turned at the bottom of the loop and I wasn't sure how quick I was going. I knew I'd gone out pretty hard though, and if I could just stay with the people around me, then I'd be doing okay. As we started to go uphill, I could feel the runners just pulling away, and I knew I had to dig in a little bit harder just to keep in touch. By 3 kilometres, we had a small, distinct group. This was where it really mattered. I had promised myself that the 4th kilometre was somewhere where I was going to really work hard and not be a victim or not just exist in the race. As people edged ahead of me, I gritted my teeth and just tried to stick with them. We could see the group up ahead, but there was a big gap and we weren't really reeling those in. So it was all about not letting the people around me overtake or push on without me. I'd been on the front of my group for most of that K, but as we approached the 4th kilometre, you could see people getting excited and starting to push on, knowing that there's only about 3 minutes of hard running left. I remember glancing at my watch just before the 4th kilometre. I can't remember what it said, but I remember thinking sub 15 was still on, but maybe not a PB today. I knew the last K was quick, but it wasn't going to run itself. I knew I had to get the legs going again, really work hard, grit my teeth and give it everything. I decided to make a game of it. A guy ahead in a white vest, I think it was Stoke, was running really well, and I decided, just beat him. Just go with him, he's running so well. If you go with him, you might get near your PB. So I just tried to stick on him as he went past other runners. No one came past me, but I hadn't quite caught white vest. As part of my warm-up routine, I looked for markers on the road to know when to push my final sprint. I knew where 400 metres was going to be, and this is where I wanted to really wind it up. I also knew there'd be a brick building on the left, and that meant 200 metres left. Run as hard as you can for 10 seconds, and then get up on your toes and sprint whatever's left. What on earth just happened? 5Ks. Right, get your kids off the phone. No, in fact, you get off the phone. Adults get off the phone. Everyone put their phone down and go out and do a 5K max effort. Oh, that's living. Oh my God. It's like you're almost like in a film, but you're your own superhero. I don't know what I'm talking about, but basically the emotions and the turmoil that goes through your head in a maximum effort 5K, just sending it. You're telling yourself, oh, I want to ease up, I want to slow down. No, don't do that. Come on, you've got this. It's just a battle in your head, but also a physical battle. That was epic. I'm so proud of that run. I really did exactly what I said I was going to do. I committed in that first K. I said I was going to go out hard, and I went out so hard. After, I don't know, it felt like after a couple of minutes, I could still see Johnny Mello, who was obviously going to win the race. I think I went through the first K in like 2:49 or something ridiculous. And yeah, I just really honest, hard-working performance in that 4th K where I really told myself that I wasn't going to be shit, basically. I don't think anyone went past me in that 4th K, or if I can't remember them going past me. I really battled, and someone started to come on my left, and I battled, and I just wanted to make it. I didn't know what the pace was, but I wanted to make it honest and just give everything. And in that 5th K, I had to play a game. I had to find a game and play a game. So this guy did come past me at that point, and I said, if you want a PB, you go with that guy. You beat that guy. That is your PB. That man is the PB. You chase him down. So I kept on him, and he just kept on rolling really well. He was overtaking people, so I just kept on him. And then with about 400, I overtook him. And then with about 200, which I'd already marked out where 200 meters was going to be in my warm-up, I sprinted and I crossed the line and it was so close to a PB. And then I got back to the car and it matches my PB from a few years ago. But I'm really happy with that. 14:46. What a run. What a race. This race really suits me. Slightly downhill, then uphill, then slightly downhill. Really suits, I don't know, me physically or mentally or something. But yeah, I feel sick now. My stomach's hurting. Didn't have any issues in the race, but now I just feel horrible. I don't think bicarb sits well after you've done the race. But bloody hell. 14:46 with a season best of 15:12. Do the maths, me. That is ridiculous. So happy. I absolutely hated that race, but loved it as well. No, I'm joking, actually. I'll tell you what I felt. And I think this was the difference between this race and Shrewsbury. In this race, I was like, oh, this hurts. And then I checked in with myself. I sort of zoomed out. I was like, does it actually hurt? And it wasn't actually any pain. It was just almost the feeling of there should be pain. It's like the bicarb had buffered the hydrogen ions. I wasn't getting that burn, but I felt like this is the sort of effort that I should be getting that feeling. So it was almost like a weird feeling of, I'm not in any discomfort, but I'm trying really hard and I feel like I should be in discomfort. So there was this weird like mental turmoil of it doesn't hurt, but it does, but it should, but it could, but it didn't. It didn't really hurt. It was just mental focus of just pushing and pushing and pushing. And that's all I had today. But I think I've got more in me. Although this is the fastest. I'm going to say it now. This is the fastest course in, I was going to say England, but it's fastest in Wales. I don't know about Scotland. I've never raced in Scotland. But I'm going to put it out there. This is a faster course than Armagh in Northern Ireland. Not a faster race because Armagh gets incredible depth of runners. But this course, I think, is faster than the Armagh Loop. And that is going to be controversial. And if you're get in the comments and disagree. But yeah, I've run them both twice. I've run them both twice now, and I think this is quicker. But yeah, turns out shape is back. I'm in PB shape. Now let's rip up the rule book and hit some other races. God, I love running.
Oh, you've got to be so happy with that though, babe.
I told you I was going to absolutely rip that first mile, and then I told you I was going to just give it everything. I was in really good shape, but I knew the results weren't quite showing that. But I knew in a fast field, caffeine, bicarb, and a really willingness to take a chance that there was a good chance that I'd get close. I didn't know I'd match it. I could see the clock and I just sprinted too late.
Well, the live stream cut out at 10 minutes, so I didn't see any of it after that.
Well, so did my Insta360.
Oh. Are you happy?
Yeah, really happy. Are you in the toilet?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm getting changed.
I'm filming you.
Are you?
Say hello. It's not meant to be a strip show. Strip tease. Is that my reward?